Hey everyone, welcome back to my videos, and it's garbage day. um, yeah, I just got done watching Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Um, it doesn't turn into a sequel until about 35 to 40 minutes into the movie, so you're going to be looking at a lot of stock footage. Um, Pretty much what this one is about, it kind of continues from where the previous one left off. It takes place it doesn't say, but I'd imagine it's like 4 or 5 years later. Even though this movie came out in 1985, 1986, uh, it's trying to take place later than what the year it was made in. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's about Billy's brother Ricky, uh, which I kept on calling him Richie, I think, in the review of the first one, but it's Ricky. But Richard, Ricky, and Rick, and Richie all mean the same thing, so might as well. Uh, so, Ricky has been put in a mental institution. We have no idea why, and uh, his new therapist comes in, and he starts asking him all these questions about his childhood and like what did you see happen to your parents, and then he just plain out says Santa Claus killed them, and then here's where we get the stock footage at. um, he asks well, what about your brother Billy, and he starts talking about what Billy did. Like, it's going through the whole first movie within a matter of about 30 minutes. So you're going to be looking at the first movie for the first half of the film, and it's an hour and 28 minute movie. So 30 minutes of that is a large chunk of the first movie with little sections put in of Ricky talking about it. Um, then it really kicks in to being a sequel, like I said, at the 35-40 minute mark. And to be honest, I I thought the I thought the film was all right. I thought the first one was better, but this one was all right. I am not looking forward to seeing the 3, 4, and 5 because I heard those ones are atrociously bad. But who knows? They might be good. Clint Howard is in the fifth one, I think. But anyways, Ricky keeps on talking to the therapist, his new therapist, about why he was put in here. So we get some closure on why he's in here. Uh, he he had a good family. He had a good step family that cared for him. His stepfather died for reasons unknown. I think they say the reason, but I just don't remember. Um, and the stepmother, she seemed alright too. When Ricky was a kid, she made the mistake of going to a place that sold Christmas merchandise. And if you know anything about Ricky and Billy, they have a real bad history with Christmas because of the guy dressed as Santa killing everyone, killing his parents. So, anyways, we get that. He sees the color red, and it reminds him of his brother being shot, and all these images of Santa killing people. And the stepmother's like, "Oh my God!" And so, fast forward to his teenage years. He's got a job working at a restaurant. He takes out the trash and everything. I figured that's where you'd end up getting the line. But anyways, he sees this guy uh, talking to a guy about money problems, and he keeps on punching and punching and punching the poor guy, and then he ends up coming face to face with Ricky, and Ricky does this great kill where he, whereas it's not an original kill now, it was an original kill back then. He shoves a umbrella right into the dude's stomach, and the umbrella opens up. And I'm like, cool death. I like it. The film isn't all that gory. Like the first one, it didn't rely heavily on gore. It relied more on not really jump scares either, but like subtlety, pretty much subtle type of horror. Um, and to be honest, like I said, the first one's better, and here's how the first one's better. It didn't take as long as this one did for it to be its own movie. Like, Silent Night, Deadly Night was its own movie. Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 was its own movie. But the first part feels like it felt like I was watching a watered down version of the first film. So you got that, and finally we fast forward a little bit further to Ricky now being like 22, 23. I think he's like 20 or 22 when he's in a mental institution, and he now has a girlfriend. So congrats to Ricky. And I'm not going through all the deaths, so I skipped the very first death that Ricky kills a person. I skipped that death. And Ricky, he seems happy, but his girlfriend's ex, he's a really obnoxious douchebag. And when he gets it really good, but you can so tell it's a dummy. Like, the mouth is open up really wide, and you can tell that there are some tears in the skin, like, you know how when plastic or rubber kind of rots a little bit? That's pretty much how the lines of the mouth look. Anyways, he shoves a plier into the dude's mouth, like clips the tongue, and then turns up the volume of the battery and electrocutes the guy and pops his eyes out. So that was pretty cool. Then we've got Mother Superior. She's back again, and this time she's less of a bitch, but she's still a bitch, if that makes any sense. I'll say this right now. It's got an ending that I think everyone will enjoy. If you hate her, you'll definitely enjoy the ending. So, anyways, what do I give this? I give it a 6 out of 10. The reason I give it that is because most of the movie is stock footage, and that to me, like, dulls down the movie a little bit. Like, Nightmare on Elm Street, that never had stock footage. Friday the 13th, it had a little bit of stock footage, but nothing too bad. Like, the second one had scenes from the first one, but that one did it very, very little. So, Friday the 13th Part 2 is still. It's a better movie than Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. But, anyways, sorry this review's shorter than most of my other reviews, but there's not really much to say about Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. There's just not. And I'm not going to put the year this was made because I'm not sure what year to put, like 1985, 1986. So, anyways, I'll just put Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 review. So, anyways, hopefully you all enjoyed this review, even though it's short as hell. So, catch you later. And it's garbage day. For some reason, that line, always, like, that's the line everybody remembers from this one, and I'm like, the way he says it is pretty, weird, but I don't consider that a memorable line. I don't think there's any memorable lines in this movie. Well, I guess it is kind of a memorable line, because it's the one where he starts to go crazy. Like, really, really crazy. And, anyways, enough of that. Catch you all later.